Okay, in today's video, we're going to make a half granny square halter top. The stitches that you need to know are just a double crochet and a chain. You can make it in as many colors as you like. I'm going to use 3 for mine. I'm going to do a size small, and the supplies you'll need is a hook of your choice, some scissors, and needles to weave in your ends. The colors that I have yarn from Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton. This is Sunsetting, French Lilac, and Amethyst. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to start with Sunsetting, will be my first color. Okay, to get started, you're going to put a slip knot on your hook, and you're going to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And into your first chain, place a slip stitch. Then you're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And into the center, you're going to place 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3. Then 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. And back into the center again, place 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Then chain 1, and then place a double crochet, 1 double crochet. Then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn. Then you're going to put 3 double crochets right here. So 1, 2, 3, then you're going to chain 1. Then in the next place is 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Then 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. And into that same space, place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Then chain 1. And into this space, place 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3. Chain 1 and place 1 double crochet. Then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn your work. And in this same space right here, place 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. And then the next space, place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. The next chain space, place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Then chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And into that same chain space, place 3 more double crochets. So 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. In the next chain space, place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. In this chain space, place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. Let's see. Chain 1. Put double crochet in there. And maybe at 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn to this space with 3 double crochets. And so in the next chain 1. Chain 1. Next chain space, place 3 double crochets. Chain 1. Next chain space, 3 double crochets. Chain 1. Next chain space at the top, place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Into the same chain space, place 3 more double crochets. 3. Chain 1. Next chain space, 3 more double crochets. Chain 1. Next chain space, 3 double crochets. Chain 1. Next chain space, 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1, 1 double crochet. here is what you should have. So this is the center part of your top. So if you needed a bigger size, you would just increase until you have a bigger size. Here here's where I'm going to change colors right here. So my next color, go through here and then just pull through. Just pull through your new color and make sure you have the long tail, the working part of your yarn. And then you can just cut the other color off. Okay, so here we're just gonna extend it back out a little bit more, and then we're going to, well, actually, we're not going to extend it. We're going to start working from this side only. So you chain, well, actually, let's knot those together. So you chain your 4. You're going to turn our work. And into this chain space, we're going to place 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3. You're going to chain 1. In the next chain space, place 3 double crochets. Chain 1. Place 3 double crochets into the next chain space. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. Place 3 double crochets into the next chain space. So 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. And into this space, this is where we'll turn and do something different. So chain 1, place 3 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3. So you're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to turn our work. And we're going to work into the next chain space. So place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. The next chain space, 3 double crochets. Do that. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1, 1, 2, 3. Chain 1, and into the last chain space, place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to chain and then just place a double crochet here. And here is where I'm going to change my colors. So to change colors, just don't complete that stitch. Leave 2 loops on your hook. And you take your next. Okay, so for this round, I'm going to change my color. And to change your color, you just don't finish the stitch. You leave 2 loops on your chain. You take your color, put it on your hook, draw through the first 2 loops. Then you can actually just tie these together, the 2 non-working tails together. And then you want to draw up the working loop and chain 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. You turn your work and directly into this chain space, place 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. Into the next chain space, place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. Into the next chain space, place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. Next chain space, place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. Next chain space, place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. Next chain space, place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. You're going to chain 1 and place 1 double crochet. Then chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to repeat that same pattern, just working on this side until you build it out as long as you want to. And you can change your colors however you want. And when you finish this side, you would do, well, I will come back and show you how to do this side. Okay, so to start the other side, we're going to connect. I'm going to do the same color that's on this side, so we're going to connect our yarn. So you can start with the slip knot on here. Then we're going to start by chaining 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn, and then into that same chain space, we're going to place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to chain 1, and into the next chain space, place 3 double crochets. And you're going to do the same thing that we did on the other side. 2, 3, 4. And into this chain space, place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. And into the next chain space, place 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 1. Okay, right here is where I'm going to change my color. So instead of completing the stitch, just going to leave 2 loops on my hook and change the color. And what you would do is just keep doing this until you build this side up like this. Okay, so when you finish your top, this is what it should look like. This is the top part, this is the V, this is the bottom. So now we're going to add a trim so the colors would be uniform. And to do that, so put 2 half double crochets into each space. Okay, so once you did your trim and everything, to get to the top, you're going to place 3 half double crochets to turn this corner. You place 3 half double crochets, and then to the tops of these stitches, you can just go into the top loops of these and place 1 half double crochet into the tops of these, and then place 2 half double crochets into the chain 2 spaces, and then just go back into doing this. And then 2 half double crochets into the chain 2 spaces. And you would just do that till we get to the end. When we get down here, we're going to add the straps. When you get to the end, you're going to slip stitch into that first half double crochet. Then chain right here is where chain 1, turn around and go back. And right here, you can add your straps. So chain how many ever you need for your straps. I'll probably do 50 for mine. And here on the other side, going to add the other strap. So you just go into here and make a slip knot. And chain here, chain the same amount that you did for the other side. And to attach the straps to the other side, you just do the same thing you did. And now I'll come back and show you how to add the fringes. On mine, I'm going to add tulle, but if you don't want to use tulle, you can use yarn, and the technique is the same, but I'll come back. Okay, so to make your fringes or to add your embellishment, or you can do without if you don't want to add anything to it, the top is finished. But to add your embellishment, you will need a piece of cardboard. And the longer the cardboard, the longer the fringes or anything that you add to it, you can add it. And me, I'm going to use tulle. So I think I got this from Joann's a couple of years ago. So I'm going to use lavender. So to use this, you're just going to take your tulle Put it on the cardboard like this and just wrap it around so you have as much of it as you need. So do that until you get as much as you need. Then you would take your scissors and cut that off from the spool. And you just go up under there and cut it. Cut it off there. And you can make it as thick or as thin as you would like, and you would take it and fold it and fold it in half. And we'll work from the back side. Then you're going to just take your hook, go in up under there, hook your tool onto there, pull through. And then just knot it. And the process would be the same if you wanted to add your tulle or yarn fringes. You would just